I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.
On to race number 3 we go, which will be the start of the place accumulator, 1200 meters the distance. Maiden plate, 12:15 is the off time. We've got a replay and a couple of interviews.
Burning Man, but it's World of Pleasure. He just needs to stay straight and he'll win going away. He went past the 150, he's gone 3 lanes clear, and he's not for the catching. Favourite backers are off to a flying start here at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth. World of Pleasure wins very well. Buzz Bombers run second, Burning Man in third, and Prohibition in fourth.
Lancia, he makes his debut on Saturday. Bit of a slow start to his career. He struggled in Cape Town with allergies and that, and Andre thought a change of scenery would help him and environment, and he took a while to settle in, but the last 3 weeks he's really looked pretty promising, and Serena has been pleased with his work and has galloped the other day, so we're hoping for a nice debut. He is a bit of a quirky horse, so hopefully on the day he behaves himself and he isn't too green, but we're looking for a nice run from him.
Yeah, very well bred horse, closely related to a horse like Gimme a Prince. The real princess, so a lovely female line, and William Longsword and those horses. He was here as a 2-year-old last year, and he got injured, and we put him away, took him back to Cape Town, and didn't race in Cape Town. Also got injured, and Kaya Stables, Lady Ladle's been very patient with him, but he's a lovely horse. Shows a lot of natural speed, but I think as he's getting older, I won't be surprised to see him go a mile. Not the greatest draw too, but I thought, I have to start with him. I sat so long on him, he's rising 4 in August, and but a lovely horse with a lovely action, and but I would include in exotics, but I'd like to have been drawn closer to the paint.
Well, there we heard from Byron Foster and Dean Cannemere regarding their respective runners in race number 3. And having a look at the market, it does look to be quite competitive. There's not a lot to choose between the top 4 in the betting market. You've got numbers 4 and 7, Rototo and Burning Man, both at 33 to 10. And then number 1, The Specialist, and number 12, Industrial Strength, both trading at 9 to 2. Industrial Strength has found support from 7 to 1 into 9 to 2. So there is a bit of early support, and Dean Cannemere seemed quietly confident about his chances with the son of Gimme the Green Light, despite having to contend with a deep draw on debut. He's obviously a horse that there aren't any direct siblings, but he is a three-quarter brother to Gimme a Prince and the Real Prince, and we know that Gimme a Prince is an absolute champion sprinter, and I'm keen to see him back in action once he does return off his layoff. And this horse, nice horse, and Dean Cannemere mentioned one to include in exotic. So he's definitely a horse that I don't think we can ignore. He's obviously could be capable of winning in this race. And Deez, what do you make of this contest? I thought number 7, Burning Man, could be the right horse because he's got just 53 kgs on the back. And last time out, when we saw the replay of his performance, and he was well beaten into 3rd position. He just seemed to be tiring over the final bit. But what I took out from the race is that Buzz Bomb has come through to win, and he finished in front of him. And from that penultimate form line, you may look at it and see he finished last 13 out of 13, well beaten, but just ahead of him in 12th position was Buzz Bomb, who came out to frank that form. So I think that there's more to Burning Man. I think that the 1200 will suit him, and with such a lightweight, I think that he could certainly make his presence felt, even though he is having his first start in the province.
Personally, when I looked at the horse, Burning Man, I think Glenn Cotton has made a calculated decision here. He's trying to give the horse all the help in the world, because you could see over 1400 meters he was finding nothing. But what he's sacrificing is experience for 4 kgs. Which way would you have gone with a horse like this? Well, he's taken the stance that maybe the weight off will help, but it's 1200 meters. So let's see if he's got it right by putting the apprentice on, claiming the 4, because the horse does show good gate speed as he did last time out, but he was walking. He was really walking over the final 100 meters or so. But this type of race, 1200 meters, let him use his speed, let him possibly dictate, and we could see that form line could come to the 4 again, and they'll have a good line, as you mentioned, to Buzz Bomb winning. With respect to all the race runners, I suspect that one of these first timers, numbers 3 or 12, could make a winning debut here. 12, you heard it from Dean, all the setbacks that the horse has had with regards to injuries. The owners have been patient and the horse is ready now. He's nearing 4, so this race has come up and I think he's found the right type of feel for him. You know, if there were any hotties in the race, then I could say maybe trifectas and torches, but against this type of field, even though he's poorly drawn, I could see a horse like this winning. And then Lancia, well, Byron mentioned promising. Jockey has been there to Gallop. Now you pull out his siblings and you're going to be wild. Casimir, an 11-time winner. Africa Burn, a 7-time winner. You know, the horses like the Slade, Constable. He's got a pedigree, this horse, number 3, Lancia. And from a good draw, if there's any ability there, and if he brings that work to the races, I promise you, I think he's the type of horse that could win here. Number 3, Lancia. And then of the race runners, we touched on number 7, Burning Man. The specialist will jump from pole position. The China Berry form line is there. China Berry looks like a fair horse from the Wendy Whitehead stable, and so does Isibavane. And then number 4, Rototo, Peter Musquet's runner. You know, that form line behind Plattenberg, you know, that wasn't a strong field. This is much stronger. And I'd just like to say, you know, 2nd and 3rd in that race. I know 3rd was Hoodwinked, who's since come out to run 2 forts. But Rototo, you know, can only improve. So it's a tricky start to the place accumulator, Ryle. I would actually try and factor in these first timers. I'll actually wait come race time to fill in my numbers for race number 3. You know, do the rest of the perm because it looks like there's nothing that's unknown. And then possibly wait as late as possible if we can get more comments on the day I'm working from the respective yards beside what we heard in those interviews to see how they feel on race day. We can try and pass that on, but I think the key could lie to these first timers here, numbers 3 and 12. But if you want me to select of the race runners, I'll select number 1.
I'll go with the 7 horse D's Bunny Man, and then I'll include numbers 3 and 12 into the place accumulator as well. So 3, 7 and 12. I'm going to go with those 3 horses.
3, 7 and 12 for Rahil. He's including the 2 first timers with the experience of number 7 Burning Man. But the race doesn't stop there, and if you're playing this PA, you need to get on about 12:15. Best of luck.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.